Hey guys, so here's my next set of videos on just pretty much out the box first initial use of the gimbal. So for this video I'll be using a Blackmagic 4K camera with some Canon cinema on here to 50mm. So let me go ahead and mount this camera onto this quick release plate over here. So earlier in the other video I had installed this lens support. I'm going to take this off for this purpose because I don't think the cinema lens needs this lens support. So you want to get the 1/4" 20 screw, mount it underneath here. I'm just guessing or assuming that it goes into one of these holes back here since it is a heavier setup, and you want to use the included tool to actually torque it down, because the last thing you want is for this quick release plate to move or slide around and cause, unwanted movement. So now you want to make sure that this plate is right here in the middle, that this right here is loose. Go ahead, pop this little bad boy in. Make sure you hear that click. That click means that this camera is not going to fall off in case you ever get loose or something like that. So the first thing you want to do is just hold the roll. Make sure the camera is balanced horizontally on the tilt axis. You can see it kind of tilts a little bit down, still a little bit forward. Let's go back a little bit more. Looks somewhat close. Let me lock it in place. You can see the roll, it's a little bit off. So before I do the roll, I want to make sure I have the vertical adjustment done here on the tilt. As you can see here, you can see it's really bottom heavy. Let me pop open this. Once again, I don't really feel comfortable with this connector right here. I just feel like I'm going to just rip it out one day. I hope it doesn't happen, because that would totally suck. So let me go ahead and do this right here. And pull this up. You want to keep on doing this until it balances out. A little bit of force. Still a little bit bottom heavy. Oh, top heavy now. This may take trial and error, so this is pretty much out of the box first adjusting with no tools, which is very nice. Toolless adjustment. It's not too bad to adjust. Wish I had a little fine adjustment thumb wheel. That would be a lot easier. Oh, there we go. Make sure that the nut markings are the same. I'm at 7.2. Over here, 7.2. Make sure they're exactly the same on both sides, or else you may get unwanted results. So we go back to 7.3 over here and 7.3 over here. So 7.3, and that appears to be up. I'm a little bottom heavy. Let me go back up here. Loosen up both sides. It's not as easy as I thought, but it's something that, it's still better than having to use tools here. So 7.2. Oh, this side's not straight for some reason. Alright. 7.2 and 7.2. Oh, slid down again for some reason. Alright, lock that one down. Mark this one up and lock it down. There we go. That looks somewhat balanced, you can see. Not too bad. It only took a few minutes just to get this part balanced. I'm pretty sure once I get the hang of it, this process will be a lot quicker. So now let's do the roll. You can see I'm heavy on the other side, so I'm going to loosen up these little levers down here. Now, let's slide this little tray left and right until it balances out. A little bit heavy on the right side now, so let me move a little bit. It's a little bit of fine touching. Sometimes 1 or 2 millimeters is all you would need. You can see that was really quick to balance the roll. A lot of gimbals suffer in that department. It's very hard to balance roll, especially with the cheaper gimbals or the eBay or Chinese gimbal. You have this little tube. When you adjust it, the whole tube starts slipping, and the whole thing just goes haywire and crazy. You can see that was actually pretty quick to adjust the tilt and the roll. Now let's go do the pan. This pan looks pretty cool. You got little fine adjustment wheels up here. So let me pause real quick. So to adjust the pan axis is actually very simple. You just got to loosen up these levers first, and then you have these little levers here. You just move forward or backwards to move this, tray forward or backwards, and you just pop these out, and then make sure they lock in place and just keep on moving it. which is very nice. You remember that you can actually keep on going if you want, like so, and you just gotta pull these apart right here, and you can move them forward. So that's very, very cool. So let me see if it's balanced there or not. So very simple. You can see I'm just tilting it like so. I am very back heavy, so what that's telling me is that this assembly needs to go forward, because you can see when I lift it up, it's falling towards the back side. So it's a little hard for some reason. Maybe it's all the weight of the camera on here. I'm hoping I don't damage anything by all of this pressure that I'm putting onto these levers to, you know, push on this piece of plastic here. So let me see. Oh, a little bit front heavy now. So a little bit more. It's very nice because you can actually do fine adjustments right here, which is a very big plus. And other gimbals, for example, the Mobi, it's not as easy because the Mobi has this little knucklehead up here, and it's a round tube, and when you adjust it, it can actually twist and just makes balancing the pan, you know, a little bit harder because you have one more step to do besides just moving it front and back. So let me go here. That looks very solid. Yeah, a little bit there, but I don't think you can do anything about that. I'm a little back heavy. Slide this forward a tad bit more. Let me go ahead and lock these down. Take these, put these levers facing back down, and I think I have it. There you go. Not too bad to balance out the pan. You can see it's a little bit off balance, and this part I really don't think can do anything on here because it's not a tubular design. So usually with other gimbals, when you're supposed to do the front and back adjustment and also this rotation adjustment, but since this thing is squared, it's kind of confusing because you guys probably haven't seen other gimbals, but I've built mini gimbals and a lot of them have just a regular tube, and that tube needs to be straight down, and for some reason I have a little bit too much weight on this side. That's why the gimbal falls over. But let me go ahead and just power it on. Right now, nothing has been adjusted. This is right out of the box. Let me see if it even works out the box for any particular camera. So to power on, hold down the button, tap it once, and then tap it again. Just hold it down, let it go. The power light goes on. Wait a few seconds. Oh, that's very cool. So I guess there's encoders in here, so it knows exactly where the gimbal should be. So let me go ahead and pick it up real quick and try it out. So I guess the follow mode feels very weird. So I guess you have to program it or turn on the actual transmitter over here to get different modes and different speeds, because right now the deadband is really high, so it's not really reacting to my handles until I go a great deal on the angle. This part is moving a little bit, and I have this sucker right here cranked down, and then it's still too tight for some reason, and I really don't know what's going on here, but I can just feel it when I'm doing this whole gimbal. I can just feel it clicking and moving. I may have to contact DJI on this part, and we'll see if their pro support it's gonna take care of this problem, because I'm not sure if mine is the only one that has this problem or if others have it. I really don't feel comfortable with this little piece kind of moving on me when I'm clicking it. Overall, it feels very solid. So let me show you guys how auto-tune works. Let me hook it up to my laptop over here. I have it downloaded to my PC, so let me give you guys a closer look of auto-tune and exactly how it works. So